Welcome to the assembly. My name is Asif, and today I will show you how to develop a text to HTML converter using Django. Okay, so this is the project. It's a text to HTML converter. So if I type hello world and basically do this, it usually converts it into like an HTML format. So that's what this code does basically. And this is, you could say it's an easy project to start if you're trying to learn Django. So what Django is it's a free and open source Python based framework that follows a model template and views architectural patterns. Okay, so let's get into the code. The prerequisites I showed basically shows you how to set the whole project up. So how it's usually done is we set a blog Django file, and in the settings we basically have to type it here, the apps install, and the check editor part too. So that's the first step to do after we set our files for the project. After that, we basically have to import a post field, post class. Basically, it's this part of the program, typing something and like posting it into the editor. So how it's done is it has a rich text field, and it's blank and null at the starting point. After that, we basically have to create a new file called the forms file, forms.py file, and we have to import the model.py file for the post class, and also the check editor. After that, we had to create a post form where basically the form.char field is labeled as a text editor, and its field is a body. Okay, so after we're done with the forms.py file, we basically have to create a template folder inside the blog folder, and from there we have to create a home.html file, and we have to basically create the HTML file for it. We have to type down the HTML format for our project to render out like this. So as you can see, I've included the bootstrap style sheet and a nav bar for the body. So this is basically all the HTML side. So how the code actually works is basically this is the JavaScript part that we're using for the logic to make sense. So from our body here, whatever we type here, it basically gets converted into an HTML code. So how that works is once we use this event listener, it basically calls it into an inner.html file, an inner.html variable, to convert it into HTML format. And that's basically how the whole logic of our code works. After that, we create a view. We go to the view.python file, import all import the rendering from Django and the model from the post from the model file, and the post form from the forms file. After that, we basically create a function to render out the whole thing what we type down in the HTML file. And after that, we in this url.py file, we basically include the path of how to link our code to one file. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to keep up with more of our content, please check our social media links down below.